In 1898, 2 lions stopped a railroad. Not a storm, not a war, 2 lions, in Kenya. Thousands of workers were building a bridge over the Tsavo River. The railway was supposed to cut straight through the wilderness. But the wilderness did not stay quiet. The workers slept in tents. They worked all day in the heat. At night, they sat near fires and listened to the darkness. Then one man disappeared. In the morning, they found tracks in the dust, lion tracks. Then another man disappeared, and another. There was no warning roar, no battle in the open, just a tent moving in the dark, a scream and then silence. Soon the workers understood something worse. This was not 1 lion, it was 2. 2 male lions moved through the camp. At night, they were strange looking, almost without mans, with quiet feet and heavy bodies. They watched the workers. They learned where people slept. They learned where the guards stood. They learned where the fences were weak. The workers built walls of thorn bushes. The lions broke through them. They made the fires bigger. The lions came anyway. Men tried to stay awake, with guns in their hands, but after a day of exhausting work, sleep always wins, and the lions only needed 1 mistake. Fear spread through the camp. Some workers refused to leave their tents. Others packed their things and ran. The bridge slowed. Then the work nearly stopped. A project built to prove human power had been stopped by 2 animals nobody could catch. The man in charge was John Henry Patterson. He had come to build a bridge, not to hunt legends. But now, his workers were terrified, and every night the same question hung over the camp. Who would be next? So Patterson tried to stop the lions. He built traps. The lions avoided them. He waited above the ground. The lions attacked somewhere else. He used bait. The lions seemed to know when something was wrong. To the workers, they became ghosts. Shapes that came from the hair, took someone, and vanished before morning. But they were not ghosts. They were learning. On December 9th, 1898, Patterson finally shot the first lion. It did not fall easily. Wounded and furious, it kept moving through the brush. Patterson followed, knowing a wounded lion could kill him in seconds. At last, the first lion died, but the second lion was still alive. For almost 3 more weeks, the nightmare continued. Then, on December 29th, Patterson killed the second lion too. The attacks ended. The railroad moved again, and the 2 lions became one of the most famous animal stories in the world. But famous stories are not always clean stories. Patterson later said the lions killed 135 people. That number became part of the legend. Modern researchers are more careful. Some evidence suggests the real number was much lower, perhaps around 35. That is still a tragedy, but it reminds us that legends grow teeth of their own. The bigger question is not only how many people died. The bigger question is why. Why would 2 lions keep hunting humans instead of wild prey? For years, people called them monsters. But when scientists study their skulls, teeth and preserved remains. The story changed. One lion had serious tooth damage. For a lion, a damaged tooth is not small. A lion does not have a grocery store. It has claws, speed, strength, and teeth. If the tooth fail, the hunt can fail. A zebra can kick. A buffalo can fight. Even smaller prey can escape if the bite is weak or painful. At the same time, Tsavo was changing. Disease had reduced wild prey in parts of East Africa. The railway brought workers. Tents, scraps, bodies, noise and fear into lion territory. Humans had entered the lion's world, and the lions learned something terrible. People were easier. That is what makes the story hard to forget. Not because the lions were evil, but because they adapted. The workers saw monsters. Patterson saw animates. The newspapers saw a legend. But the lions were still lions. Dangerous, yes. Terrifying, yes. But not supernatural, not demons, not villains. Just predators, pushed into a strange new situation, surrounded by humans who were also afraid and desperate. Today, the two lions are displayed in the Field Museum in Chicago. People walk past the glass and look at them. They are smaller than the legend, quieter than the movie, no longer able to hurt anyone, but the caution they left behind is still alive. What happens when humans draw a straight line through the wild and expect the wild move aside? In 1898, the answer came at night. Soft fit, no warning, two lions. And for a short, terrifying moment, they made an empire wait.